So if the parents obey these parental ratings, would it lower the violence among kids?
Can you repeat that question?
If parents obeyed the parental ratings that's on the games, would it lower the violence among kids, like school shootings and stuff?
Well, it would, but not only that, if the parents would actually be parents, understand what their kids are doing, understand who their kids are hanging out with, understand what their kids are doing, pay attention, have attention in their children's lives, because that's your job as a parent, to guide and nurture and mold that child. Because at that age, dude, they're like sponges. They
Yes.
suck up everything. So I think it's a parental issue.
Okay.
People are afraid to spank their kids.
What about the violence committed by adults that play these games?
I think they like to blame the game because they don't want to take responsibility for their own selfish actions. They stole a car because they didn't want to get a job. They didn't want to go out and work for the money. I did it because the game made me do it. Under what grounds does that make sense? You're lazy. You don't want to work. That's why you don't have a car.
Yes.
You don't want to get a job.
Coming out of the pandemic, I have noticed that a lot of the gaming and streaming has grown from what it was pre-COVID. Do you think gaming will stay the same or drop off after post-COVID?
I think there's no stopping gaming, but I do think the streaming might drop and teeter off a little bit. But, you know, some of those guys out there, they're going to get rated by Ninja. They're going to get rated by Tim the Tatman. They're going to get rated by Dr. Lupo. They're going to get rated by Summit, and then that's going to become their full-time job. So I think it's going to actually grow esports quite a bit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you think esports will ever compare to, popularity-wise, physical sports?
Already is, man. There was a Fortnite World Cup a couple years ago, sold out an entire stadium. Some little 13-year-old little booger won like $100,000.
Wow. But the question is, will it ever replace physical sports?
I want to say no, but who knows in 100 years?
I mean, I would say that until this COVID pandemic came across, and the way it jumped, a lot of schools went over to esports.
Yeah. They did, and you can't blame them though, because video games are awesome.
Do you think the regulations and rules we have in esports today is working to prevent cheaters and hackers?
No, because I actually played a Warzone tournament 3 months ago, and my entire chat was witness to this. And I died to a guy using an aimbot, who then won the entire tournament, by the way, and went away with the prize money.
Okay.
And this is the worst part. Not only was he aimbotting, he was also camping with an aim assist controller. That's what made it worse.
I got my opinions about aimbot, but okay.
Yeah, aim assist, aimbot, is there really a difference?
Well, that's one of the questions I want to ask you. It's kind of a sore subject with a lot of gamers. Do you think aim assist is just as bad as aimbot?
I think that aim assist. I understand, like, if you're a new player and you've never held a controller, and you might need a little bit of help because you suck. But that's okay. We were all bad at something at one point. I wasn't always dropping 47 frag kills in CS:GO, but I think that, especially in tournaments, I don't think aim assist actually needs to be a thing.
I agree with you.
Because it gets you like this. It's sticky aim, man.
And speaking of aim assist, that's on most consoles, and that comes up with the next question. Do you think consoles players should ever compete against PC players on esports and tournament-wise?
I think they should without aim assist. I'm going to be honest, without the aim assist. But hear me out, dude. Nick Merckx, best console player hands down on the planet.
I agree.
47 kills Warzone, 58 kills a game PUBG, 60 kills in, what was it, 28 kills in Apex, I think? The dude's a legend, and he plays on a PS4. Man, the dude is a legend.
Wow.
He's insane. I've literally watched him, and I'm like, this guy's hacking. No, this guy ain't hacking.
Well, I think we've had a couple conversations where I thought he's hacked, and you've thought he's hacked before, too. But
I thought he was cheating. I don't know.
Going into religious views, a lot of different religious groups classify gaming a sin. What is your opinion on this?
That's just stupid. That's my opinion on that.
Prime example, a lot of your radical Christian groups say killing people in a game is equivalent to killing someone because you thought of it.
Oh, dear God. Okay, that is not true by any stretch of the imagination, because I guarantee you Jesus was not talking about an Atari when he said don't kill me. Okay.
Good point. Well,
That's just stupid.
Now, here's something.
Who said that?
Huh?
Who said that?
A lot of radical Christians.
Should I send him a Bible?
Well, this is a big debate on TikTok. I will tell you that.
Well, TikTok is weird.
It is.
I went on TikTok and there was a dude sitting on the toilet. So whatever.
Wow, I'm glad I did not run across that.
Yeah, I like the video for it.
Oh, I ran across prisoner TikTok. I did not know there was a prisoner TikTok the other day.
Dear God.
Yeah.
The world is falling apart.
Okay, now I'm curious. Talking about the game, killing in games, I'm curious. What is the difference between killing someone in a chess game and killing someone on Call of Duty?
Absolutely nothing, dude. It's okay. When I play basketball, I played on my high school team. I didn't hold back, dude, and I didn't just want them to know I beat them. I wanted to know them to know how bad I beat them. You know why? Because if I didn't, my coach is gonna ride my butt, with no pun intended. And I don't want that. You know, I really don't. You know how hard I practiced to get that good at basketball?
Yeah.
My coach would have killed me, dude.
I am no good at basketball, but that's me.
I think you could 1v1 with me. You know, I'm 6 foot tall. How tall are you?
5'10".
Yeah, you could dunk on me easy. No problem.
No. Now, get me on the football field, that's a different story. I can play football. I'm not good at basketball.
I can't hold the football. If I didn't play so many video games, I'd probably be in better shape.
Okay. Here is a question that I've been very curious about. There has been a numerous games created by big corporations, such as Ouija boards, that have been specialized for kids, but is known for summoning spirits. Do you think there is such games or such content created in video games that could summon spirits?
Yes, I do. There's one specific game, Until Dawn, where people in the gaming community sometimes refer to it as the cursed game because it has a lot of satanic imagery and stuff in it. It's just a game, right? It's just a game.
Yeah.
But people have reported things going bump in the night and poltergeist activity after playing the game. So I actually do believe that because I played.
Wow. Any other games off the top of your head?
Until Dawn. There was another one, and I don't know what it was called, but it was on the old style Xbox 360. What's that game called?
Fatal Fantasy or Fatal something?
Yeah. Fatal. Yeah, Fatal. Anyway, Fatal. People kind of mentioned that might be able to draw things in, and much like a Ouija board, actually.
Well, that was based, if I'm not mistaken, that game was based after a true story of a demon possession.
It was based on a true story. Silent Hill PT could probably bring some stuff in. That's all right off the top of my head.
Silent Hill, I totally forgot about that. What do you just?
Silent Hill is awesome. How did you forget about it?
I don't know. But what percentage of games do you think that are that way that we're not even mentioning?
Probably a good 20%, man. The Devil May Cry series, even people have referred to that, which is a game where you literally play as the son of the devil. And at the end of the game, you have to kill a statue that looks like Jesus. And it's stuff like that people get a little freaked out about.
Chat just mentioned it was Fatal Fury.
Yes, the chat. I love the chat.
And
They're
another
smarter than me.
Grim Angel also mentioned Witcher.
The Witcher is awesome, but I wouldn't think it could cause anything demonic at all, to be honest. That's just my opinion.
Okay.
I hope not, because I play The Witcher like twice a week.
Could it be possible that these games could spiritually influence someone into violence?
I don't know if a game could do it, but like if you were possessed, I could see it happening. Yeah, it's actually a really good question.
It is a very good question.
That one made me think, buddy. That one made me think.
Do you think with these games, does government bodies and religious bodies need to regulate them?
No, I think government and religious bodies need to butt out, and they need to stay away from our games. You know, this is the thing that's given me a career. I've made over $1,500 on Twitch in 1 month before, and this is how I make my money. I work from home, and I feed my family on it, and it's awesome.
So do you think any of these horror games could possibly spiritually influence people like possession?
I think if you're gonna get possessed and you play Until Dawn or Devil May Cry, I think it's actually quite possible to be possessed from it. But I don't think it would just a standard person who's not possessed or who's mentally sane
Now,
in all things, you know.
Now, one thing I learned from experience is Five Nights at Freddy is a big game that is on
Everything.
Yeah, everything now. And kids are playing this. I mean, elementary school kids from kindergarten up is already playing this game. And
yeah, because it looks like a kid's game, but it isn't.
Yeah, it influenced kids. Do you think that children should be able to play these games, or should they be monitored and watched not to play these games?
I think that's up to the parent. And like, if your dad's a preacher, he may not want you to play it. But if your dad's an atheist, he may not care. I think it's up to the parent.
Okay.
My daughter didn't play it.
Okay, I'm going to run into the next segue break before we go into the next questions.
Down, you know.
Enemy dropping into the AO.